Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon all, and welcome to this fortnight's installment of the IshPlusSix podcast, the podcast series where you can discover your next favorite artist. On today's episode, I am joined by the one and only Perry Maysun. Perry Maysun is a New York-based rapper who's been on the rise after dropping his album, My Elegant Breaking Point, and his most recent album, The Man With No Face, being one of his most anticipated yet. You will need to make sure you go and check out his stuff ASAP, videos and music. Please all welcome Perry Maysun to the podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this fortnight's installment of the IshPlusSix podcast. I, of course, go by Ish. This is the podcast where you can discover your next favorite artist. And today, I am joined by the one and only Perry Maysun. Let's go. How's it going, Perry?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me, dog.
Yes, no worries. Honestly, it's a pleasure, man, for real. How's it going? We're in New York, where you are.
It's good, man. I'm just working on a bunch of shit for this project. Honestly, the project's done, but there's so much shit that I'm doing behind the scenes that's getting ready for it that I'm excited about.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, and there's like, tell me about that as well, because I swear there's only like 5 days until it gets released or something like that. So yeah,
5 days left.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but
it's crazy, bro. I just released my Elegant Breaking Point. I feel like my last album, but like I had so many ideas and I was going through a lot of shit in the last 5 months that I made this, and I'm just really proud of it. And it's the best thing I've ever done for sure. I'm excited about this show.
Absolutely, man. I feel like
the man with no face. Last 29, the man with no face.
The man with no face, bro. That's such a sick name as well. But wait, before we actually get into the real questions and the real discussion, you've seen every episode of this podcast before, obviously. You know that we always start off with a joke, and today is no different. Yeah, let's get right into it. We're in too deep to stop this bit. The fans are expecting it at this point. But yeah, let's get into it. A lumberjack once told me he'd cut down 27,962 trees. I asked him, how do you know the number? How do you know the exact number? He was like, easy. I keep a log. Madam.
Bro, you dead ass?
Let's move swiftly on, because I like to keep this joke part short and sweet nowadays. I'm gonna ask the most generic question ever, but I feel like you haven't been asked it before. So let's just get into it. Who would you say your biggest inspirations are when it comes to making music? This could either be musical inspirations like other artists or family members or other people like that, or other things even.
See, bro. My mind is a huge inspiration for me, bro. Like just my overall. But like if I would say inspirations, I would say I'm very inspired by I love Kid Cudi, Adele, Elton John. I really like Tyler, the creator, Kendrick. Childish Gambino is my biggest inspiration by far. As a creator, Childish Gambino is my first and foremost biggest inspiration in music. I pray to meet that man one day and just thank him. Childish Gambino, Kanye, shit like looking at my CDs. A lot of I love Kendrick. But Childish Gambino out of everybody. Childish Gambino and Adele, mad inspiring.
Childish Gambino, yeah, that's crazy, because Childish Gambino, he's got such incredible talent. Like, he's done...
His range is unmatched.
His range really is unmatched. They call him a triple threat, but really he's a man of all trades. Like, he does writing, directing with Lantern.
You could single-handedly look into his music genre work. Like, he succeeded in rap and neo soul. Or like 2 perfect albums, bro. A whole Because the Internet and fucking Awaken My Love, like 2 completely different genres, bro. And then also did the rap. He's a triple threat in music alone. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. You feel me?
Exactly, it is insane. And like, I honestly, Awaken My Love is one of my favorite albums ever, but it's just
Amazing. It's a trip.
it is for real. Like from the first, it's got one of the best intros I've ever heard in my entire life. Me and Your Mama. That's the title of the track for the listeners. That's not me insulting Perry, but like Me and Your Mama, the first track is man. It's just that the drop in Me and Your Mama is like, if I'm wearing headphones while that drop happens, I swear the way I start like ascending to the heavens is crazy.
No, that ass.
Yeah, man. But yeah. So apart from music, I do want to talk about Kid Cudi. I do want to dip into that a little bit because
You
Kid
so happy
Cudi's
yesterday?
had, yeah, that's why I want to dip into. He's had a tough 24 hours lately. I want to hear your okay. For context, Kid Cudi was at Rolling Loud, and well, we'll run a clip now. Actually,
stage and I will walk off. I'm not fucking playing. I'm not fucking playing. You will ruin it for everybody. I will fucking leave. If I get hit with one more fucking thing, if I see one more fucking thing on this fucking stage, I'm leaving. Don't fuck with me. Fuck with me.
Kid Cudi was at Rolling Loud and he got booed off the stage. Perry, tell me your thoughts. Tell me your take on this.
Bro, it's so fucked up because like I see so many people like just disrespect Cudi all the time, and it's just like, I don't know, bro. Like, he's such an innovator in every right. Like, he's the first one to be doing all this shit, and I feel like people don't understand. But I also understand that like people are mad because they wanted Kanye and Kanye didn't perform and Cudi replaced him. And I think it's interesting how like I love Kanye and I love Cudi, so I don't want this to fucking bite me in the ass one day. But
Yeah.
like I just feel like all their personal shit aside, I feel like fans are very entitled and disrespectful. Like, go enjoy the music, bro. I understand you paid to see Kanye, but like, he couldn't come. He backed out. He has his own shit going on, whatever. Like, just hit Rolling Loud for your refund. Don't fucking like. Why are you throwing shit at Cudi? Cudi did nothing to you. Like, I just think it's completely unreasonable and disrespectful, and it's honestly disgraceful, bro. And I sound like I'm being so serious about it because it's just like, fuck, bro. Like, that dude is trying to just sing his heart out on the stage, and y'all throwing shit at him, like,
Yeah.
and it's just like, and like at Cardi's concerts, like, Cardi has like people that open, like people were fucking sitting down during Rico Nasty's performances and playing games on her phone and showing that shit. And at Coil Ray's shit's like when she's at places where she hasn't performed yet, like every artist has that stage when they're not big yet, and the crowds are more dead. And like, these people are just disrespectful, bro. They don't respect it. They're more about the viral video. And I just think overall, I think it's foul. I don't think Cudi deserves that. But I understand that because artists give so much of themselves, especially someone like Cudi, in replying to random tweets and being so open that like in this day and age, artists believe, and I'm saying this day and age, I'm 19 years old, but I understand it from most perspectives because I've studied old music and new music. In this day and age, fans believe they're entitled to make an artist feel bad about themselves or shit on them because they can basically talk to them through social media. But these are just people, bro. You can't just throw shit about them because they're on a stage. You know what I mean? It's like, that's a long take, but that's my take.
Yeah, I completely get what you mean, honestly. And clout is, people always say this, clout is a hell of a drug. Like, people will do anything for their not even 15 minutes of fame, 5 minutes of fame. Someone actually caught a video of my man when he threw the actual, like the final one. I swear he clearly did it for the clout, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. Clout is just something.
I can imagine being at a Cudi concert and Cudi walking off, bro. Seeing Cudi like that sucks, bro. Someone that helps so many people go through shit.
Exactly. That's the thing. He has helped so many people. I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of it makes me laugh, but
oh yeah, I mean that shit's like goofy as hell. But like, it's not funny on the artist behalf. It's more funny like the fans are just dickheads.
I think it's just my sense of humor where goofy activities will just make me laugh. Like, people. Even it doesn't matter if it's like a Rico Nasty concert or a friggin' Beyonce concert. If someone's lying on the ground pretending to be asleep in the middle of a mosh pit, I'm gonna remember that forever. That's funny.
That's just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, for real. It's people were calling him a microwave noise merchant on Twitter. People got that trending, yo. It was I've never seen anything like it. It was the craziest thing ever. Yeah, nah, Cudi's been getting disrespected lately. I do want to talk about your most recent album, which sounds weird saying that right now, considering your newest album is so close. But your most recent album, My Elegant Breaking Point. First of all, the album cover for that is it's blown a lot of my favorite album covers out of the water. It's a cool album. But I want to talk about that.
Bro, thank you, bro. That's we take so much. Me and Tycho Burwell, he shoots all my videos, all my pictures. We take so much time and shit like that. Thank you for loving that. I appreciate it. That's on a frozen ocean, by the way.
On a frozen ocean, bro. Tell me about that. Okay, right. Well, pausing the rest of the questions, tell me about how you got into a frozen ocean, bro.
Oh, we went to Long Island. We went over there and he knew a spot. It's like a frozen ocean / bay. It's like this it's like a beach, and like we didn't know it was gonna be like that. We just wanted to go to the beach on the snow, because we know the water was gonna be like really cold, and like the snow is gonna be covered on the sand. It was a different planet, and then like if you look at the cover, it's on a frozen fucking ocean. It's ridiculous, actually. It looks crazy. Taking a bow on a frozen ocean, but it looked, all the waves were like frozen. It was crazy, bro.
That's insane.
I never seen nothing like that in my entire life.
Bro, honestly, I just thought you were in like a warehouse somewhere or something. Like I didn't look that closely into it, but just looking at it, it's.
Are you looking at it right now?
Like yeah, I'm looking at it on your screen and on my Spotify right now.
You see the sky? Like that's really a frozen ocean, bro.
Oh, I swear. I think it's the fact that it's black and white that just makes it that much more mesmerizing, you know.
What do you think about the new cover for this album?
The new cover looks cool as well, creeping around the door. I have to admit, it reminds me a little bit of that one Tom and Jerry meme where he's kind of like creeping around the door with the hat on. That one has me dead as well. But yeah, no, I like the new one as well. I like the new one. Between the two of them, I don't know. It's pretty close.
Thank you, bro. I really like the new one. The imagery on the new album is. Do you think you're gonna drop this after the? Could we drop this after the album drops?
Yeah, man, we can do that. Yeah.
All right, people, I'm gonna show you this. People will know. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah.
Okay, so you open up this website, manwithnoface.com, and this is the synopsis, the story of the entire album.
Yo, okay, I see. So it's got a whole story, but that's sick, man.
And then you go here, you go to the paint section.
Yeah.
This is a video.
This is a long video, bro.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but look. This whole video, it's 16 different colors.
Yeah.
16 songs. I paint the entire album.
Nah, that's sick. Nah.
We made an entire set. There's like right here. I press play on the thing, and I paint the entire album front to back. These are the pictures from painting it.
Yeah.
This is like all the shit. Like, this is the set. This is all the behind the scenes shit.
Yo, so this was just done in your. It looks like it was done in like a studio or something. That's crazy.
Yeah, this was done in my crib. That's how it looked. And then here is artist interpretations. I had 7 different people have the album early, paint and or draw what they think the album means and how it makes them feel, and then write a paragraph about what it makes them feel. And then I showed who they were. Yeah. That's my friend Tati. This is an artist. His name is Mucci. He's my fucking guy. I don't know if you know Mucci, but yeah, he did. Yeah. And then you go to the gallery, and these are all the pictures for the album.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I have to applaud the work ethic here.
I'm working on a short story for the album, actually, as we speak.
Cool, man. Yeah, no, I mess with that for real. That's actually sick. Like, we can get into that in a couple of questions, but I do want to talk a little bit more about My Elegant Breaking Point. Tell me about that album. How can a breaking point be elegant? Tell me about that.
It's the most beautiful thing about life. That's where you grow the most. Simple as that, man. You grow the most from your lowest points. Everyone knows that. That's what. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what you do, your lowest points are where you become your strongest. You know what I mean? when you're about to fall. It's a little cliche, but every movie has it, bro. The point when the hero is about to fail, is get that second win, and it shows you that you're strong, bro. You know what I mean? And so that's why I think the breaking point is the most beautiful thing, because it is. It's they don't usually call it the breaking point because that sounds negative, but negative and positive are just they're interchangeable. Personally, in my opinion, and like it's just it's beautiful, bro. I just think it's elegant. It's graceful, bro. It's honestly like to like allow yourself to go to a breaking point and to break out of it without even realizing it is elegant because it's nature. It's your body in a full reset.
I mess with that, man, for real. That's actually sick. Yeah, so okay, I want to talk about a certain line in one of the songs off of my Elegant Breaking Point. It's actually one of my favorite tracks on the album. It's called Bugs, and I want to talk about the line where you mentioned changing your name. What led you down this path? When did you know exactly that this was what you wanted to do? Yeah, tell me about that.
I went by the name Young Juice, and I just wasn't. It wasn't bad by any means. It just wasn't what I felt in my heart. I wasn't making pure music. I wasn't. It was real music. I think the whole real music. First of all, when anybody says real music, they're racist. It's such a racist term. It's the most racist used term on the fucking media. That's not real music. That's just fucked up. That's just fucking foul. People call rap music not real music all the time. Like it's weird. It's just like the mumble rap, real music. All that shit's weird, bro. You agree with me or no?
I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I'd say that real music has no definition. I'd say that.
That's what I'm saying. But I just think I wasn't making real music in regards to myself. I don't feel like I wasn't being real to myself. And so I said, fuck a persona. Because Perry Maysun is not my real name.
Yeah.
Right? But there's no difference between Perry Maysun and me. It's this. The other shit was so much other things. This is just flat out me. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean, yeah.
No sugarcoating, it's just me.
So what made you go with the name Perry Maysun?
Came up with it when I was high.
You what?
I was just like fucked up and I came up with it. And I really
just came up with it just like that. That's sick, man, for real. I mess with that. Usually, like, you get people like Travis Scott who have it like their uncle's name was Travis and their, you know, Kid Cudi's name is Scott and that kind of thing. But like, yeah, coming up with it when you're high, that's just that's just as legitimate as you know, as something else. It's crazy.
I wish the story was cooler, honestly, but that's okay. Some things gotta be lame.
Nah, I get you, man, for real. That makes perfect sense. And don't call me a fed. What was it that you were high off of that made you come up with the name Perry Maysun?
I said, don't call me a fed. I was drunk and I was just faded off weed. I don't smoke weed anymore, actually, because I fucking have fucked up vocal cords. But I was really drunk and I was just like, fuck this, bro. Like, this music, I want to do music forever. I fell in love with music off of being Young Juice, and I was like, what I'm making is not me. I'm trying to get numb. I'm trying to get views, bro. I'm not trying to make music. And I was like, that's not me. I don't give a fuck about these views. That's making music, bro. And I was like, here, from this day forth, I was like, from this day forth.
Like a He-Man type thing.
Nah, I was like, bro, no more bullshit, bro. I'm making what I feel. What I feel.
That makes perfect sense, man, for real. Honestly, yeah, I mess with that.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, cool. So let's get into your new album then, The Man With No Face, coming out July 29th. How far are you along? So you said that you've completed the album then, is that?
Yeah, album is completed, submitted, ready to go.
When did you finish completing it? When did you actually complete it though?
July 1st.
July 1st. You actually have the date saved in your mind, July 1st.
Between July 1st and July 5th.
Okay, fairs.
If we're talking like a finished mastered album between July 1st and July 5th, for sure.
Okay, and you sent it off to get mastered, or you did that all yourself?
I mixed everything. I mastered it with my manager ever.
Nice, man. I mess with that for real. Cool. So can you tell me much about the meaning behind the title of the album? Who is the man with no face? That kind of thing. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, for the last like, since I've been 14, always had a lot of like personal demons, and in a lot of my dreams and nightmares since I was like 14, I would like, if I was seeing like someone in my life that had passed, or if I was having a nightmare, or I was having a dream, in a lot of these things, there was a man with no face who was just there. And it fucked with my head, and I never told anybody about it. And when I was younger, I just went through a lot of personal depression shit that, honestly, if I explained it to him, it would make me sound ungrateful for her life, cause like whatever. But like it was just like going through shit, and like I felt like this represented that. And it started becoming, it went away for a little bit, and it started becoming more prevalent in my dreams, and I really leaned into it. And I was actually supposed to go to LA a month and a half ago and do a bunch of shit, and I decided not to. I stayed in my room and locked the door and had my dreams, and I don't sleep a lot, so I started getting big hallucinations, which I get sometimes. I see things and shit, and this was just prevalent in my life, and it represented so much stuff, and I leaned into the insanity of the concept of my mind wandering, and just like the dreams. And I'd make sure I wouldn't sleep for like 2 days to have extra vivid dreams, because like I was like, I need to fucking meet this. I need to face this head on and figure out if this shit doesn't bother me instead of running from it. And the whole album is honestly very interpretive. It's meant to be as personal as possible. And like I'm sure your interpretation of what Bugs is about is probably very different than mine.
Yeah, man, absolutely, for real. And I feel like, yeah, the same applies for so much other art out there. And it's crazy how it's crazy how two people can have such different interpretations of one thing. I agree with you on that.
That's why I did the artist interpretation page, because I was like, bro, I love interpretation. It's just such a beautiful thing. So I'd love to see different people's interpretation of my art.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, for real.
I think it's such a beautiful thing to showcase. You feel me?
I completely understand that, man. Yeah. So where does the Man with No Face album, where does that pin you as an artist in your journey?
It's the best thing I've ever done, but it's also a detour.
A detour, okay.
In mental progress.
Is that a good detour or a
Probably a bad detour, honestly.
Tell me about that.
It's a little regressive. It's a little regressive in comparison to the last album, but it ends on a positive note. I would say it ends on a positive note after the most negative note possible.
More negative than some of the parts on My Elegant Breaking Point.
The thing is like I said before, it's not negative because it's so positive. Because in any right, even if someone's talking about literally fucking doing the worst shit ever, they're taking that negative shit and putting it into a positive place. So I feel like this is a positive way to look at it.
Yeah. But
the content is probably more negative, I think. I don't know. It's so much better music than the music. I don't know if the music's good on Elegant Breaking Point. I think it's good. What's your 3 favorite songs at Elegant Breaking Point?
So what I went with was Melissa's, Bugs, and let me see. Please Just Follow Your Heart. I went with those ones. I think I just like some of the bars on those ones. You know, some of them hit hard. Okay, I was gonna ask what makes it different to your previous album. I guess we can talk sonically. In terms of sonically, what actually makes it different to your previous one?
A lot more experimental. There's more experimenting going on. It's more cohesive.
So it tells a story a bit better. Is that what you're saying?
The last one tells a story a bit better, actually, but this one's more cohesive. This one's less of a story and more of stories that stitch together like a quilt or a collage.
I see.
Collage of stories that make one big painting. And yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, bro, I have to piss.
That's fine, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
Every song has a color on the painting because every song's a dream or a day hallucination or a nightmare or something. they all have very interesting connotations, and the man with no face is just the blanket of the fact that in 90% of these dreams, there's this figure. I have a dream I'm talking to my grandma who's passed, and it's all in a white room. It's all white room, no anything, just a white abyss. And there's a man with no face in the corner just monitoring the dream.
Just watching it, yeah.
It's strange. It's very strange that's happened to me. And honestly, just like, it's me, I feel like, because even if it's not me, it's a projection of my mind. So that's why it's me, you know?
I get that, man. Yeah, nah, it's crazy. And I can only imagine how much time you must have spent pondering who this guy is and just in the corner of your dreams. That's crazy, man. Like, I don't know, like the Watcher from the Marvel universe or something. You know what I mean? I don't know
Exactly,
if
right?
you... Yeah, man. But okay, I want to talk about the cinematography in your videos, or just your music videos in general. I want to talk about that. How important are visuals? Sorry,
So
bear with me.
bro, every aspect of the art is so important. And I feel like if you can bring your vision to life, it's the most important thing possible. That's
Yeah,
always drawn me to shit. Like, have you ever watched the Because the Internet short film?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
To watch that, it's clapping for the wrong reasons. Or like the Runaway short film.
I've seen clips of it, but yeah, no, yeah.
Like shit like that, bro. Like it's like when you could bring your art into multiple mediums and universes, it's the most beautiful shit possible. So it's the most. I can't stress it enough. I make the cinematography. Always make sure it's just as important and detailed as the work with the music. And I couldn't do it without Tycho Burwell. Shout out Tycho Burwell. Shout out Tycho Burwell. I'm gonna show him this clip. Shout out fucking Tycho Burwell. Shout out Tycho Burwell. Shout out Tycho Burwell. Shout out every album cover, every EP I've ever done. Literally every music video I've ever done. He's a fucking genius. Me and him come together in every creative vision, and he brings every creative vision I've ever had to life, and I fucking love it. He's fantastically underrated because, but once the whole world sees what he can actually do, and once he slowly keeps showing himself, bro, he's gonna be just look out for him, bro. He's gonna be huge. He's already big. He's gonna be fucking huge.
Be the next Cole Bennett or something. Yeah, no, that's for real, man.
Nah, I think all respects to Cole, but I think Tycho brings a different. Cole's a fucking god at videos. I think Tycho brings a whole different aspect to videos that I haven't seen brought by anybody. His sense for angles and his sense for color and his just sense for direction and the way he moves with the camera and just how he can do so much with so little is unparalleled. Like you could give bro one room and you could shoot an entire video in one room and make it fantastic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and people who can make something incredible out of nothing just blow my mind, honestly, for real, man. But yeah. So so the full question I was going to ask was how important are visuals for your music in comparison to the music itself? But it sounded like you were saying that they're almost equal in a sense. Is that what you were getting at?
They're right there. They're right now. They're not equal because I don't have enough money or like the budget to do videos for everything. But once the money's there, they'll be hand in hand.
Yeah, you'll be doing music videos for
everything.
Really? Like hour-long just sagas of music videos. That's crazy, man. Yeah.
Like shit.
I mess with that. So yeah, I was gonna get into that actually. I noticed that pretty much all of your videos, if not all of them, are directed by Tycho Burwell. You use assistance from a lot of the same people, you know. A lot of your tracks are produced by Zion Cat as well. I want to talk about how you originally got in touch with these guys a little bit. We'll touch into that.
Tycho Burwell went to high school and middle school with him, and Zion Cat, I met him 6 months ago.
Okay, how did you meet Zion Cat?
Oh, he slid in my DM and asked me how I need beats. I'm pretty sure. Shout out Zion Cat. He's gonna see this clip too. Produces 90% of all my shit. We hop on the phone every day and work. He's a fucking god at producing, bro. Amazing, talented individual. Fucking couldn't ask for a better partner in this shit. We're the producer or this duo that people are looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, man, for real. Like every artist
No,
needs their.
no cocky shit. I just think he deserves high praise.
I completely get that, man. Every artist needs their own, you know, team backing them just with everything that they do, for real. Just to bounce their ideas off.
Not for real, bro. I agree.
How important is it for you then to keep a tightly knit group when it comes to the work you put out? Sort of following on from the previous statements.
I love to have people around me that like understand my vision and respect it, and are down to try to change my mind and say no to me, and also say yes and collaborate and make things better, and just make things interesting.
That's so real, man, for real. Yeah, nah, it's like, I mean, you look at people like even the decline of, I don't know if I'd call it a decline, but more just the story arc that Kanye took between like 20, when did MBDTF come out? Maybe 2000, was it 2010 that it came out, or 2011? Something like that.
2010.
Just throughout the entire 2010s, let's be honest, that entire story arc or character arc was insane. And it realistically all came from his mother's passing. And it's crazy to think that an event like that could, but then again, you think about it like this, his mother was like his, you know, his back, really. Like it was crazy. He would bounce his ideas off of her and everything. And you saw that in the Genius documentary as well.
Yeah, crazy. I watched that whole shit. That shit's amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nah. Like I just find it crazy. Like the relationship he had with his mom is something that I can imagine a lot of people would envy, for real.
Nah, for sure, bro.
I do have one more question before I let you go on your way, Perry.
Bro, you can ask as many as you want, bro. I want to say before you even ask that, I appreciate you having me, bro. Not a lot of people are giving underground artists a spotlight. There've been a couple that have hit me up, and I've worked with a couple, and they've been amazing. And I want to give you the same compliment I gave them, bro. Thank you for showing artists like me love, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, for real. Eh? Thank you. I appreciate that. I do have one more question before I let you go on your way, and I ask this question to everyone I interview. Man, yeah, I ask it to everyone. You are heard by every single person on the planet for 10 seconds. What do you say?
We're all gonna die anyways. Just do what the fuck you love, and don't let anybody stop you from that. Life is short as fuck. Just do what you want to do.
Life is short.
Or stream my new album.
There it is. I knew it was coming. I mess with that. Yeah, nah. At the end of the day, what more could you want? Streams and self-awareness. That's it.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. Perry, thank you so much for being on this episode of the IshPlusSix podcast. I appreciate it. Listeners of the IshPlusSix podcast, thank you for watching. Make sure you all go and stream Perry's most recent album. At the point of dropping this, his most recent album will be The Man With No Face. Make sure you all go and listen to that. I don't know what my favorite tracks from that album are as of yet, but my favorite tracks from the previous album are, of course, as I said, Melissa's, Bugs, and Please Just Follow Your Heart. Make sure you go stream those in particular. And yeah, stay lit. And I will see you all later, alligators.